Have you ever received a payment that applied to multiple due invoices? Well, before you would have to open up each invoice, go and record the payment, putting the check number in for that one, go to the next one, put the amount and the check number in for this one, and it was quite a process. Well, we've made it much easier to manage these scenarios. Introducing bulk payment. If you click on bulk payment, now you can apply either process a payment with a default saved payment method or record a payment by way of a check number, or if there's by ACH or some other method, you can put a memo note here like you do in other places. So let's go ahead and apply a $30 payment here. You'll notice that auto apply will automatically fill in the numbers for you with with the full due amount from the oldest invoice up to the most recent. Now, let's say when they send us this check, we're going to call it 1234, check number 1234, and they said it actually applies to the $45 amount. So I'm going to turn off the auto apply and remove these amounts here and then put in my $30 down here. Now you notice if I try to put more in, it automatically doesn't let me do that. It will only fill in as much as has been applied at the top. Okay, so that's great. Everything looks good here. I'm going to add the transaction. Now you'll notice that there is $15 due left, but these are still due. Let's say they send us another payment. We'll call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and let's see. Let's say the total is $34.94. Same applies up here. If I try to add like 40, it won't let me add more than is due in the window, the viewing window here. Now you'll notice because I don't have auto apply on, it's not going to submit until we have filled in the proper amount here. Now I could do this manually here until I get it all filled in. Or I could go ahead and switch back to auto apply and it will fill in everything for me. And one thing while I'm here too, by default, all due invoices are shown in this view. But if you have maybe a number of them and you want to isolate a certain time frame, you can filter out the due invoices based on date filter. All right, so now we have the new check number and the total amount, which applies to all three, and let's add the transaction. Great, you see no more due amounts here, and when I open up the individual orders here, you'll see that $12.35 applied, and that it was $9.97 out of $34.94. And the same thing is for this one, of course. And then when I open the one that has two payments applied, you'll see that there's the $30 payment, and then the partial $15 out of $34.94 also shows up, reconciling the invoice. All right, so if you have these kinds of scenarios, then this tool hopefully will make things a lot easier and enjoyable putting in those payments.